start to see some of what was accomplished by Billy Bird, but more than that, the Bird family, and especially Bird & Son, which meant so much to our family. So just a couple words from my side. My dad, who's Tom White, grew up right over there on Rhodes Avenue. My wife's mother was Evelyn Modick and grew right over there, grew up on Pleasant Street. So for them, this was part of their community. I grew up on Common Street with my 7 brothers and sisters, and my wife grew up on South Street. So we're old-time Walpole folks, even though we haven't lived in Walpole in many, many years. I just want to briefly say thank you and pay tribute on three dimensions. First and foremost, I think, is the testament to Charles and Anna Bird for their foresight and their generosity. They were way ahead of their times in so many ways. When I think about it as somebody who worked in business as a CEO of a Fortune 500 company, they were way ahead of thinking about a company and its stakeholders, whether they were the workers or the community, as an integral part of the whole ecosystem and the responsibility that they took for both their workers and the community, in addition to making a profit for the owners. They also, I think, had an incredible commitment to public parks and the environment way before that was popular or even understood. And I think that too shows the foresight and the ability to think in a visionary way about the future that really stands the test of time. Second, obviously, I think Frank said it, this is a testament to this park. I didn't know a lot about Francis William. I was grateful to be able to read a little bit about it, to realize how accomplished he was in his short life. But as a small child, I used a swing set and slides that used to be located off of Walcott Avenue, where my grandparents lived. As I got older, I rode my bike through every inch of this park. I played tennis a few times, and I even swam in the old swimming pool before it was removed. And by the way, after my dad died at a very young age of 50, my mom had one thing she wanted. She wanted a family photo of the 8 kids. They selected a meadow right over here near Rhodes Ave to take that photo. And it now hangs in my sister's house. And then as I grew up and we moved back to Walpole briefly, we bought our first house in East Walpole. My oldest daughter, Lara, had her soccer games right here when we were here in Walpole. So this park has been a blessing for so many generations in my family that I can only say thank you to the Bird family for their generosity in setting these 89 acres apart for us to all enjoy. And finally, I think it's a testament to both the town of Walpole, its schools, its churches, and its community, not to mention our great country. We're the grandson of someone who was a foreman in the box shop. My grandfather, every day, walked to work at Bird & Son, could end up going to Boston College, getting a master's degree, and ultimately being the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. That doesn't happen in very many places in this world, and it's a real honor for me to be here and to recognize all that has been given here. Lastly, I'd be remiss if I didn't thank the trustees for their incredible team and leadership in supporting this park. They have 100 other reservations across special projects in places across the Commonwealth. I'm sure they'd appreciate it if you'd look at the trustees.org, their website, and maybe even think about a donation. So finally, with that, Marguerite, I'm going to introduce you. Marguerite Krupp is a passionate volunteer with the Friends of Bird Park and is responsible for all of the stuff you see in the little picnic area and some of the signage and the stories that we put up over there. So, Marguerite.